please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
We have Mr. Shekhar Swaroop, the joint MD of the company, who joins us. Hi, Shekhar. Thanks so much for joining in. Give us a sense of, how's demand looking? What were the number of cases you all sold in the first quarter? And what's the target for the year on the whole?
Right, thank you. So at Globus Spirits, we have three themes that are sort of playing out. One is increase in capacity utilizations at all of our distilleries, which are in Rajasthan, Haryana, West Bengal, and in Bihar. The Bihar distillery has been closed for over a year, and it is going to restart very soon. In the other three distilleries, capacity utilization is up, and conversion from bulk to bottled liquor, to our own branded liquor, has been increasing as well. The next theme that's playing out in the company is a huge demand for ethanol by the oil marketing companies who want to blend ethanol into petrol. The oil companies have announced very good prices of ethanol, and for the first time permitted purchase of grain-based ethanol as well at the price of 47 rupees 13 paisa. And this will dry up a lot of capacity in the market. And finally, the theme that we are working on is premiumization to bring in brands of high-end premium IMFL to the Indian market. Segments that are growing at 25% plus per year.
Absolutely. Shekhar, let's get a couple of details out from you, and if we can focus on some numbers. You're talking about premiumization. Currently, as a percentage of sales, how much is that? Where do you look to take it to? And I'd asked you about number of cases as well. If you could give us a sense of at least how much you sold in FY18 and how much you're looking to sell in FY19. Go ahead, Shekhar.
So premium IMFL business is a startup business for us. We are investing between 25 and 35 crores per year into this business. We started this in December of last year. So as a percentage of sales, it's very, very small right now, but it's a high growth business for us. For our other brands business, the economy brands business or the IMIL business, we have a run rate of about 1 million plus cases per month, which has been growing at about 8 to 10% every year. So those are the kind of volumes we have. Rajasthan is our biggest state, followed by Haryana and then West Bengal.
Shekhar, I've got a couple of questions for you. You made a very important statement that the Bihar distillery is going to resume operations after a year-long lull. That should mean immediate volumes for you. So how quickly will it scale up? What should we expect in terms of volumes for that segment, the segment that the Bihar distillery caters to?
So the Bihar distillery startup is really on the back of this ethanol policy. We foresee that starting 1st December, when the lifting from the tender begins, a large part of the capacity will go to the OMCs. We are hopeful to start the Bihar facility in the next 1 or 2 months. So say from September till December, we would probably run it at about 75% capacity utilization, and thereafter 100% capacity utilization. This will add about 100 crores of revenue to our business.
Okay, wow, 100 crores will get added. This is, and what kind of margins do you get on this government tender on ethanol? Also on margins, you ended last year at around 7%. But the first quarter of FY19 was a blowout quarter for you. Margins hit double digits. So I'm just trying to understand if that is something that can be extrapolated for the rest of the year. Was it an aberration? As ethanol scales up and you have this JV with Mr. Vijay Reiki, the Unibev JV, and that's premium whiskies that you're trying to sort of get into. As that scales up, how will this business look like in terms of the margin profile?
So the change in margins that have happened in Q1 has been on the back of price increases that we have been able to take for IMIL. So it is something which is very much extrapolatable. The margin increase due to ethanol, that part has not yet played out. I believe 12% margin is very much a safe side for this year. And as ethanol plays out, it will be, these margins will start going up further. Just on ethanol, our gross margins will be north of 20%.
Okay, all right, Shekhar, just coming back to you, Surabhi, I think it's time for a drink. You know, we're getting such positive commentary coming in from Shekhar. He's talking about big numbers. And if you pull up a few stocks as well, you know, you pull up a United Spirits, we were talking about, that stock is moving higher.
I think early weekend setting in?
United
Is that what's happening?
Breweries as well. I don't know, it's a midday drink seems like it's taking place. You know, some of these, they're just going cheers all the way. United Spirits, United Breweries as well. And of course, we have Globus Spirits that we're speaking to. That stock as well is up and about. But Shekhar, before we let you go, a few questions. You were telling us about Rajasthan being a rather large market for you. What percentage of your sales come in from there? You got an election up there, so I don't know about some commentary that could come in that, you know, in terms of whether you can drink, whether you can't drink in Rajasthan. So you'll have to keep an eye out on that one. But short point, what's your what percentage of your sales comes in from there? And if you're so positive on your business, I'm just looking at the shareholding pattern. The promoter holding has been coming down. Clarify on that.
So as far as Rajasthan goes, it's well over 30% of our revenue, and in terms of profit, it's a little bit higher than that. It is our most profitable state. As far as the election is concerned, we don't see any much sort of change in business to take place regardless of the outcome of the elections. It's been a very stable state over the last 20 years. And in the last 20 years, both major parties have been in power. So regardless of the outcome, we don't see any major change. As far as promoter holding is concerned, it's been more or less stable at around 55%, if I'm not mistaken. And there is no need that promoters have to dilute this shareholding at the moment.
54.21 as per the latest reported numbers on the exchanges. Just a quick question. Finally,
Sure.
Since the outlook is so robust, on the top line, what should we expect? You're saying 100 crores. You did about 970 crores in the previous fiscal. This year, straight away, 100 crores is coming in from the ethanol operations that get underway in Bihar. You add the rest of the business, top line growth, what should we expect this year?
Let me caveat that the 100 crore Bihar is on a 12-month operation on ethanol, on full capacity utilization.
So for this year, it's
we'll probably get 1 quarter of that in this year. 1 to 2 quarters of that we will get this year. But top line, besides Bihar, top line will be more or less the way it has grown in Q1. It's the bottom line, the profitability and the growth in cash that is taking place, and along with growth in cash, there is sizable debt pay down that the company is undertaking in this year and the next 2 years as well.
What's your, since we're very short on time, but since you mentioned it, what's the current debt to equity? How much money are you looking at repaying? And also just very quickly, capacity utilization. I think you're 80-90% on most of the distilleries. Are you looking to expand at all right now?
As of now, there is very little capex planned in the company. There will be some capex in Bihar and Haryana to become ethanol compliant, but that's very nominal. We have about 250 crores of outstanding debt, and over the next 3 years, we will see a large share of that getting paid down. We have very, as far as leverage goes, we aren't over levered. We have comfortable debt service coverage on EBITDA.
Okay, pleasure talking to you, Shekhar. All the best. Thanks so much for joining in, and all the best for the remainder of this fiscal as well.